Music train, 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 music train. Hi, everybody. Episode 11. Big shout out to Metaverse Generation all over the world. Mr. BK Han, my partner in Singapore. I have an amazing show planned for you. As usual, today we have a singer-songwriter in the house. Everybody on X knows who he is. Everybody in Colorado, and I'm sure Hollywood, Florida, where he comes from, knows who he is. His name is Fondew, the one and only, is here. I'm going to bring him right up to the stage. I'm a huge fan. I'm so excited to have him on the music train. This is the first time. And just let's go with Colorado Fondew. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And shout out to all of you, to X, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and StreamYard for making this possible. Let's go. Welcome to the music train, Fondew.
Hi, Bestie. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. You know, I'm a fan of yours, and I almost think like I want you to like bust out the guitar right away, because I'm like, you know, having like all these, like, I've got him in the studio finally. This is the first time you and I have been on visual platform together. Usually we're on the audio platform together on X, where you actually do spaces regularly, correct?
Yeah. Most Tuesday nights, and then I help host Pimp Radio on Wednesday nights, and sometimes NFT All Radio on Friday nights.
That's 3 shows. So you are officially a space host, and your show on Wednesdays is called?
No, so on Tuesdays it's called Rhythm and Wine, and then it's Pimp Radio on Wednesdays with Mel B.
That's right. One of my favorite shows. I haven't been to your Tuesday show yet, but I will. I promise one of these days. And do I need to bring my own bottle of wine? Are you guys serving it up?
One day we hope to be serving it up, but for now, yeah, it's BYOW. And we do a little chatting about about the wines. We always make jokes about how they're our unofficial sponsors.
Nice.
And we have some great conversation and some great music.
Very cool. Maybe you guys would consider an exclusive on the music train, where you bring this festivity for I don't know. It would be fun. And then, so what is this Pimp Radio on Wednesdays with Mel B? I know about it, but I'm wanting you to tell the folks who are watching.
So Pimp Radio is really the little child of Melody. We interviewed her on NFT All Radio a number of months ago. I mean, I guess now we're probably over a year. And we kind of came out of that. And she's like, "Yeah, I think I really want to do a space where we can give people a platform to share their music, and we'll build up the space." And so we just hopped to it. I mean, when we started, I think we had 50 or 60 listeners a week for the first few weeks, and then we kind of skyrocketed to around 250 to 500 most weeks, and then some 600 or 700 for some weeks. And we've had just like ridiculously amazing talent come through and share and plug their music with us, and it's been really great.
It's such a fun space. I haven't been there in a minute, but I hope to be back this Wednesday. Well, now I missed it. You did do this past Wednesday, but coming up here, I'm excited about the next PYMP. Plug your music, please. And I know that Mela B is a Toronto Web3 music artist who's killing it, with her music. It would be great to have her on the music train. Maybe you could help me make that happen. Maybe you could be a co-host on that one with her. We could double team her and like just 20 questions, like each of us. What do you think?
Dang, I think that sounds like fun.
Yeah, she could handle it. All right, well, let's get more to you and your music. So what was it that inspired you to become a singer-songwriter, Fondew?
I mean, I think the furthest back was listening to my mom play piano and sing. I mean, I've got vivid memories of her playing all the time in our living room. And, I think that had a huge bit to do with it. And then in high school, I was kind of surrounded by very talented musicians. I was very fortunate, like 11th and 12th grade. Every day I spent with people who were making their own music. And I think it was 2004 that I decided I was going to start trying to like pick up the guitar and figure some things out. And then 2005, I wrote and recorded my first songs with a buddy of mine on an album that we called "And the Radio" that never actually saw the light of day.
Hey, I want to hear that one. I know my first taste of you was on Rocky 2 Grammy Radio, was it? Or maybe Life's a
I,
Joke.
I think it was the Life's a Joke talent show.
Yeah, with Audiomatic and the crew, the clowns. Oh my gosh. And if you don't know what we're talking about with Web3 and NFTs and all this strange lingo, don't worry about it. Just follow at Colorado Fondew and on X, and reach out to us. We'll talk to you more about what this Web3 ecosystem is. I mean, if I could say anything about it, I'd probably just say it's the internet reinvented, and also it's monetization reinvented for artists to basically create these musical digital artifacts on platforms such as sound.xyz, which, by the way, you have a lot of music on there. How many songs have you written?
Well, songs that I've written, I'm in the it probably would range somewhere in the 80 to 100 song range across my life. Probably 30 or so that I know. It's like sometimes you write things just in the moment and then they disappear.
Totally. Totally. I'm very fond of writing songs in the moment. You actually have a pretty cool niche of hip hop reinventing of songs with the Colorado Fondew twist on it. I mean, I think that was the first time I heard you on the Big Top Talent Show. Hopefully one day they'll bring it back. I don't know. The odds aren't looking good, but what a great show. Shout out to Audiomatic and all the Life's a Joke clowns. I know they're not even in the Life's a Joke community anymore, but maybe that makes them all the better. I'm not sure. Because what do you think about that split that happened because there's still the clowns and then there's the ones that left.
I think that it was unfortunate because a lot the split could have been avoided, but when it came time to really like ironing out, hey, we need somebody to lead this group if we want it to build. There's only a handful of people who are doing something under the Life's a Joke name on a regular basis. They should clearly be the ones who are kind of the face and running this. And there was some dissent internally with some people who just wanted to use it for their own benefit, and ultimately they just made it impossible for us to do anything substantial. And so that's a
bummer, because I know Copperstone just released a song. He actually, through Life's a Joke, he released a song we did together that I wrote at the talent show. I wrote a song for them, but and he was like, can we release it? And I was like, yeah, so I never really left either group. So I hope nobody's mad at me, but maybe, I don't know. I still have dreams about Audio's Big Top Talent Show. Anyway, this is not what I was going to talk to you about today. I don't know what has occurred, Fondew, but we are finding ourselves in need of your musical representation here. I would love to run the video of Platinum Frame that you recently submitted for the Vibes Web3 music competition. Is that correct?
Yeah.
This is an amazing artist. Please follow him on X at Colorado Fondew. Book him. He's amazing. He's an amazing songwriter, person in general, and also an amazing space host. Here we go with Platinum Frame. And I want to find out why you wrote this song.
Bleeding eyes pull a muddy pond at my toes. If I tossed up a dream to the moon, would your heart know where it goes? Sometimes I find myself fading in and out of consciousness. Memories of a summer day before your name became only a dream. Only a dream. Only a dream. You can choose to listen to what everyone else says, or you can lay your pain to rest. Oh, everyone's got to find their own ways of letting go. If I could could take you and paint you up on my walls, well, I build a platinum frame just to hold it all. Well, glimmering candlelight, the spark in your eyes, just the matchstick I use to set myself ablaze. Whoa, set myself ablaze. Drowning in kerosene, a little did I know you wouldn't be there to put me out. Faded scenes still caress the back of my mind, to failed design. Emergence from the shadows of my own regret, no longer standing here. My table's more than set, wishing now for a time too late. Erasing words I heard you say, sounds like a cassette tape on a repeat. You could choose to listen to what everyone else says, or you can lay your pain to rest. So everyone's got to find their own ways of letting go. If I could take you and paint you up on my walls, well, I build a platinum frame just to hold it all. But glimmering candlelight, the spark in your eyes, just the matchstick I use to set myself ablaze. Whoa, set myself ablaze.
Incredible. Oh my God. I love that song so much. I'm like, you made me cry. So that song, man, that's such a good song. When did you write that song?
I think I wrote that sometime around, I want to say 2008.
Wow.
Maybe 2007, but right around there.
It's just so there's portions of that song, there's lots of hook changes, and we're like, I don't know, I keep trying to remember the part, and I was like, this is what I wanted to ask him about, but then you like wrote another freaking tasty little hook like right after, and so I mean, it's like probably one of my favorite songs. I mean, it's beautiful. So where can we find this song? Where can we find Platinum Frame?
If you go to my bio on Twitter, you can follow the link sheet into my SoundCloud, and there is a version of it up there. And later this summer, I'm going to be releasing a bunch of things on streaming platforms, and that song I'm sure will end up there. So
Platinum Frame, can you talk about the writing process, or would you like to keep it more to yourself? Because it's like it's a really heavy song that hits home. When you talk about framing that love, whatever that is that you're talking about, consciousness, about just whatever it is that you're talking about there. You know, I have a song that talks about framing someone, something that in a similar way. I'll have to show it to you, but can you talk more about that song? Like what's it about?
Yeah. So, I mean, I wrote this after a pretty major relationship in my life ended pretty abruptly, and after a long time. I think we dated for 3 years, 3.5 years, and at that point, that was the longest I had spent with anybody. And you know, I had a really hard time letting go of it all. You know, for me, that was like that. She was the one. That was a relationship that was going to last through everything. And so when it did finally end, I probably spent, I mean, I hate to say it even, but I probably spent a good year of my life, like really, like trying to figure out how to repair it, trying to figure out how to bring it back together. And like that song was kind of my like acceptance that that wasn't going to happen, and that like really I needed to see everything for what it really was and not what I wanted it to be. And really the reason I chose a platinum frame was kind of a jab, a purposeful jab, because platinum is like it's not diamonds, it's not gold, like it's kind of like nice and shiny, but also kind of not what you equate with something really long lasting, and so all of that was by design.
By design sounds like another one you could write like right now. Wow. Yeah, I'm like have like tears that are just right here in my eyes, just so you know. Okay, so moving on, we don't want to get too emotional here. I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor for the week, and take a moment to do that. Musical Dreams, you guys, the Shiv ecosystem, lads, NFTs. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't. ETH Toronto, Shiv Women in ETH. Here we go, real quick. Let's run it.
I'm a mega man. You can't hurt me, can't touch me, can't make me feel bad. No.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If you want to join the Musical Dreams contest, I actually entered week 1 and week 2. You won week 1.
I did win week 1.
And so that's awesome. Did you see? Congratulations. Week 2 was hard as hell to win. I spent all day reaching out to people to get their votes, feeling by the end of the day like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to people and get them to vote for me. And then I thought about the presidency, of course. Let's not talk about the debate. Yeah, it really, really is amazing that this contest is happening, because it's going to give not only the winners of the contest, who, by the way, each musician that submits and wins the weeks following, leading up to the August last week of the contest, get to be in the final. And the final, Fondew, you want to tell them what the final is?
I mean, I hope I don't butcher it.
All right.
Yeah, I think they're doing $2,000 worth of LTD token.
All right.
And I'm pretty certain that the winner also ends up going to ETH Toronto. And then I think they're doing they're setting up a performance on a little yacht party that they're doing out there.
Yeah, the yacht party. So of course I was like, trying to run to the finish line. Tanella, shout out to Tanella, amazing singer out of Nigeria, and also everyone actually that submitted for week 2. Musical Dreams, you guys try out for it. If you don't try, it can never happen for you. And also, by the way, get to ETH Toronto in general if you can. It's the biggest blockchain event in Canada, which is incredible. This just in. Question of the week. Brand new to Music Train from Andrew Prater, the founder of the Shiba Sequoia Forest and Lads NFT project. He has a question for you. So this just in. Andrew would like to know how it feels to have helped plant a tree carrying 3,000-year-old genetics. He wants to know how it feels to have planted the doodle tree, because, you got to name it. So could you please tell everybody what we're talking about? Because maybe some viewers are like, what are they talking about? And shout out to the viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in to Music Train. Fondew?
Yeah. So this was something that he did as a part of the Shiba Sequoia Forest and the artists that he brought to Shiba Fest last year. And we all planted a tree in our name, which was really cool. I think it probably didn't dawn on me how just how awesome it was in the moment. Like I did it because I wanted to contribute. I did it because I love what Andrew's doing, and so anything that I could do to be a part of it. But it did really start to dawn on me, because part of the reason that they did what they did, where they planted these clones and they're renaming it, is because it allows them to move the genetics. Whereas if they just used the original names of the genetics, they're not legally allowed to sell or give away or any of this stuff. And with his goal really being to help like start all these sequoia forests across the country and help save these genetics that are hundreds of years old. It really feels like I have just like a little piece of me tied to something that's going to be here for a really long time.
Totally. It's amazing. And you know, the first time I heard about it was because of you. So you know, I was hyped about it when you spoke about it, but to me, it was untouchable, unreachable. I was like, the Sheba Sequoia for the Sheba Fest. Like, I mean, and that's a festival that happens in late September, I think 27th and 28th this year. But you played that last year, and also Nessie the Rilla, and I believe, of course, Violetta Zeroni, the Queen. You know, I think it's incredible. I would love to see, of course, Mela B and all these, you know, Sapphire, Rocky Too Grimy, everybody kind of getting there and getting on that stage. I know they've got 3 concerts coming up in the summer, 3 weekends in a row, which is really amazing. So yeah, everybody, shout out to ShebaSequoiaForest.com. Check them out, and you can get a Lads NFT. Actually, I'll run this banner here, and that will allow you to come to all of the Sheba Fest like for as long as they exist, which is a really amazing thing. NFTs are not only digital assets, they're also allowing you to come to events, not having to pay any entry fee, and seeing amazing artists like Fondew here and Nessie the Rilla and Violetta Zeroni, and also picking up so many other utilities as well as a sequoia tree that you can plant and name and plant in their forests. So yeah, shout out to that whole beautiful world. And I'd also like to mention one other thing since we're here. You know, the Vibes with 3 Music Festival, I'd like to run their spot as well because they're in week 14 with Sam Felt. I think you had an entry there I just saw. And Sam Felt, if you guys don't know, this producer, songwriter, collaborator with amazing talent, like millions of streams, and super famous. He's part of the week 14. Here we go with the Vibes with 3 Music Festival. So you can still submit your song. Check out Vibes Web 3 Music Festival on X. Here we go. Yes, we had Maritza, who's one of the co-founders of the Vibes Web 3 Music Festival, just a few weeks ago on the music train. So like this probably has been the most amazing music train of all of the seasons. You know, season 6, we'll see what we do, but season 4, everybody was AI-tainment. And how do you feel about AI music and replicating any cool AI, you know, melodies and lyrics kind of, and then adding your own thing to it? What do you think about that?
Well, replicating is one thing.
Yeah.
I think taking things that you generated in AI programs and then putting it out there and saying, "Oh, I created this music," it, for me is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's cool because it allows people who maybe didn't spend time perfecting a musical talent, didn't spend time perfecting their voice, but you know, I think humans are creative still.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it does allow them in some way to express that, but I think it's a category of its own. I don't really think of it as the same kind of music as what we make.
Just today, there was someone, a Treasure had posted something for Andrew, this song that Treasure said, "I wrote you this song, and it's so catchy, and it's a bluegrass." And I was listening to it. I was like, "Is that a Treasure song?" It's like, it sounds a little bit like it's, you know, AI. And I reached out because I love it. And I think that I want to do a harmony with the AI, but it would be really cool. And we might do that. It would be really cool if AI could determine who the influences are for those songs specifically, like the closest influences, because not only would it educate people about where that kind of music came from, because I mean, bluegrass music is like passed on, you know what I'm saying? Like, who can really say I wrote like that melody and exactly like that for the first time? You could say Woody Guthrie, you could say Bob Dylan, you know, we could talk about Joni Mitchell and other artists, but from the 60s, of course, that whole like, you know, what do you call beat poet vibes, you know, no war, we want peace, tree huggers. Why do tree huggers have a bad rap? Okay, enough talking. I need some live music here. Fondew, are you ready to like give us, I don't know, as many songs in a row as you want? I want to solo you. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the music train. When you're done with your set, I will pop back in and we'll have a little convo just about what's going on with you in the future. And thank you for being my guest. And yeah, let's go.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Here we go, guys.
All right, I'm gonna do the first song that I released after I came back from a 6-year hiatus of playing music. It's called Brown Eyes. Suspended regression, brought on by my perception of happiness that can't hold away anymore. It's been my illusion, brought on by my seclusion, from all the places I ought to be. Some brown eyes, dressed up in a tiny orange flower blouse, hair laced in curly slides, draped black, think it kind of OG checks me out. Walk through the playground, just a thought, didn't think there was an answer. Daydreaming's got to come to an end sometime. Just trying to sew myself back into my quilted wonderland. Well, is love an infection or just a sick addiction? Words held by the right prescription. Couldn't care what I'd missing. Brushed by some brown eyes, dressed up in a tiny orange flower blouse, hair laced in curly slides, draped black, thinking kind of OG checks me out. Walk through the playground, just a thought, didn't think there was an answer. You can hold on till you're turning gray. Touch my cold hand with your warm embrace. Travel a million miles in the pouring rain. Kiss your cheek, I smile, soak up every hour, lay out by your side, reminisce of autumn days, brushed by some brown eyes, dressed up in a tiny orange flower blouse, hair laced in curly slides, straight black, thinking kind of hopes he checks me out. Walk through the playground, just a thought, didn't think there was an answer.
So beautiful.
Thanks. Let's see. Okay, I know what I want to play here. So this song, man, I think anybody who's tried to be a musician or tried to be a visual artist or just like any kind of artist, I think we've all gone through this where, sometimes we run into a lot of walls to make it something that we can really do for a living and, feed ourselves and pay our bills. And the song is called Lakeside Letter, and it's a reflection of all that. Been here before, atop a porch swing, sipping coffee in the sun while I daydream. Couple hazy thoughts that could take me down through the other side. You can write melodic phrasing all around the room, twist it up and leave it blazing. Set your mind free, it feels amazing. Nothing can faze me, just a memory you can bathe in. So you can write me a letter by the lakeside, sign it sincerely so I can hear you clearly. Roll it up inside a bottle, quick flight, full throttle, read it soon, I promise, when I'm less sick and tired. When I'm less sick and tired. Been here before, atop a porch swing, sipping coffee on my way to the basement. Place to store the letters through the years they've been raining. Have I grown? I'm to waiting on my faith in sunsets fading. Pile of bills, 1,000 telephone calls. Kinda good at storytelling, but it doesn't fit all well. You can write me a letter by the lakeside, sign it sincerely so I can hear it clearly. Roll it up inside a bottle, quick flight, full throttle, read it soon, I promise, when I'm less sick and tired. When I'm less sick and tired. You can write me a letter by the lakeside, sign it sincerely so I can hear you clearly. Know catchy phrases, painting dreamy consolation. Some days feel the weight, some others feels like I made it to say I'm feeling jaded. No smile, an understatement, but I keep taking the pain like my life is always at stake. But time, it rolls on, it'll take its toll. Reading through all the letters, think I saw my soul. Well, you can write me a letter by the lakeside, sign it sincerely so I can hear it clearly. Roll it up inside a bottle, quick flight, full throttle, read it soon, I promise, when I'm less sick and tired. When I'm less sick and tired.
Every song you write, I love. I need the record. I need the vinyl. I'm not done hearing you right now. Are you finished, or can we have more?
No, I got another one. For
Okay.
sure.
Love you, man. So good.
Love you too, best. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna do another one that I released this year. This year has been crazy. It's been the most songs that I've released probably in 10 years since my band. So this one's about a dream I had, and it's kind of like the balancing act when you wake up from a dream that felt really real, and you're wondering if any of it really happened, or whether it was all just in your head. It's called Silhouette. I've been talking, you standing over my left shoulder, lower down, whispering my ego, climbing between your thighs. You said hello, good night. Sorry, but don't, like you gotta take me home tonight. Just in time, you reappeared. Close my eyes, pinch my arm and show you there. Dance to breathe, paint a picture of the day we met. In my mind, my sweet silhouette. Catching rays, chase the wind as it blows by. Awake to my reflection in design. Set my breath across your neck, trickle down your spine. Hello, how are you feeling? Like you gotta take me home tonight. Just in time, you reappear. Close my eyes, pinch my arm into there. Dance to the breeze, paint a picture of the day we met. In my mind, my sweet silhouette keeps treading softly through the holes of broken glass, sinking too deep, created our disguises. We for them proudly on sun is setting. Just in time, close my eyes, just in time, you reappear. Close my eyes, my arm into there, dance till dream, paint a picture of the day we met. In my mind, my sweet silhouette.
So good. I was just writing down the songs in my notes here. You did so we started with Platinum as the video. Then you did one before Brown Eye. It's not Brown Eyed Girl. What is
No, it's Brown Eyes.
Brown Eyes? That's right. And what was the one you did before Brown Eyes?
No, the Brown Eyes was the first one be after Platinum Frame.
Oh, okay.
And then I did Lakeside Letter.
That's right. Okay.
And then Silhouette.
Okay, so vinyl, is it possible? Are we going to get some Fondew vinyl?
Yeah, no, there's definitely. So the songs I've released on Sound, once I get, I need to get to 50% minted on the most recent one.
Okay.
And then basically, I'm forgetting off the top of my head exactly what the qualification was, but I think if you have it, what's up?
Oh, I was just going to say, everybody can check out your link tree, which I like how it links she. You have it linkshe.sh.
Yeah, because that's oh gosh.
Was that through Sheesh, through Life's a Joke? Did they
Correct.
how did they do that? How did they
I mean, they developed it and built it, and it's like a Web3 version. The idea was that they were eventually going to drop an NFT that like gives you full ownership of your link tree.
right? So that you're so that all not IPFS, but what do you call that? I can't even think.
Basically just all the data that you attach to it is not able to be sold like they can do with Linktree and whatnot.
Right, which is why they were trying to get me to stop Linktree. But so yeah, shout out though to all the platforms trying to make it better for musicians like us. I still kept my Linktree and I put the ice cream truck because initially it was the ice cream truck, which was really cool. And I just put the ice cream truck link in my link tree. But yeah, we want to keep our data and we don't want it sold. What the heck, man?
Or at least if it's going to be sold, we should benefit from it to some degree, right?
Yeah, musicians should make money for their work. It's the same old conversation. When will it end, Fondew? I don't know when it's going to end. All I know is that your link is up here. Possibly
never.
So I don't know if you knew this, but since this is your first time on the Music Train, you know, this show was conceived on a platform called Connect Club. And so Connect Club, just imagine the X app, X Twitter, you know, you'd have all your little PFPs in a live audio space. And Connect Club was basically a place where there was like a skin, you know, artistically, it was like a couch, like the setting for like a evening show like this. And you could pop around the room, tap on the screen and move your PFP. You could press on your video. People could see each other. You could go like this on your screen and the video would get bigger. And you could meet people from all over the world. So anyway, the app is no longer. It was amazing, that app. And what happened was I met a lot of amazing people, one of which I met on Clubhouse BK Han, who is the co-founder of the Music Train. He started to do a show with me called Music Train on the Connect Club, but we only ever had like 2 or 3 people on that show. But each time we had 2 or 3 people on the show, they would come and give a couple words or a word each, and I would write a song live. And then BK would mint it. And so I have a bunch of NFTs. When I say mint, you guys, if you don't know what that means basically creating a receipt on the blockchain using Ethereum or Polygon or whatever it is, which is separate from inscribing a ordinal on Bitcoin, which this is just all people might be like, what are they talking about? Go to ChatGPT, go to an AI and ask what an NFT is. Just go ahead and do it right now. But anyway, before we end the show today, I'm going to have to write a little song, you know, because you're here today. And I would love it if you gave me a word or two or a sentiment that I could do that with. Maybe I'll do it now. Should I do it now so we can close the show out with maybe another song or two from you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Oh, look, my guitar's right here. So, yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What do you want?
I really like the word introspective.
I feel like I want to go back and forth with you because I know there's a lag here, but we've never done this. Like, how about if I start it and then you take the guitar and I've got my capo on the 3rd fret here, and then you take.
This is not especially one of my strong suits, Bessie. You're really more the on the spot.
I don't know. Sometimes I hit a home run. I think that I just want to see how you and I go back and forth. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try. At least you can edit it later.
So E minor. I'm sorry. Capo on the 3rd fret, and I'm an A minor to C to G to D in that with the capo. I know it's not called those.
Yeah, no. Oh, don't worry. We're on the same page.
I know. I don't know what they're called though. I want to know. Okay, how about you start? Introspective. You
no. You
okay.
start. You start.
And then so I'll just call you. I'll say Fondew, and then you'll know to pick it up. Okay? Because if we play together, it won't work. Yet technology. Come on, guys. AI, read it true, read it for me and you. Introspective, use the things you do. Fondew.
Think about all the things you do. Does it matter to me or to you, Vessie?
Pick it up once, pick it up twice. Tell me, are you gonna roll the dice? 6 is the spot. Tell me when 9 comes again. Fondew.
9 comes, we run. It goes all fun and games. We play, we run around all day. Told you.
We're on the music train. Yeah, we did it. We did it, dude. High five.
Oh
Hey,
my gosh.
that's a first. And thank you for being on the show. Let's see, we've got a little bit of time left. Let me shout out a few people here. BK Hanna, Metaverse Generation. If you want to be a sponsor for this show, let us know. You can find me at Vessi Mink on X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all the places. And special shout out also to all the people making original content on X. Actually on all the platforms, but X, is a good way to monetize your digital content. I don't know if I could compare it to Instagram. I've not monetized on any of them yet, specifically, but I have sold some NFTs. I really encourage all of you to go to sound.xyz or follow this link right below, Fondew. He's got an amazing set of songs on sound.xyz, and you can support him right now. You can go and pick up his digital assets, his songs. You can create a digital wallet through MetaMask or whatever wallet you want to, and you can support artists today, starting right now. So don't wait. And if you're an artist that wants to make music on the blockchain, it's not difficult to do. It's very empowering. That's why Fondew and I are here. That's why the music chain exists, essentially. And, I've been in the music industry a long time. I had my record deal with Virgin Records. I had my songs licensed on Bud Light and Gilmore Girls. I did my residency in France. I had a lot of luck. A lot of great things happened for me. But you know what? I never got to the tippy top. I'm kind of glad. Fondew, what do you think about the tippy top of the music industry?
I think it's probably stressful. I watch people who are at the tippy top, and they're under a microscope every day. Everything they do, everything they say. I would struggle. Well, actually, I wouldn't struggle. The people, my handlers would struggle because I don't do very well being put in a box and being told no, you got to stay right here inside this box. I like being out of the box.
It would be difficult. I mean, now that I'm older, if I was going to think about when I was 22 and I moved to Los Angeles to pursue music, would I have at that time? Now I'm going to share this quickly here, but at that time Pink was just coming out, and her face was plastered on every on the I took the bus on Venice Boulevard to go to the Venice Beach Boardwalk for my house, and sure enough, there's Pink getting marketed as she should have. I mean, she's amazing, but yeah, she doesn't seem to me to be a character that could be kept in a box necessarily. So I guess that it really does depend on who you have around you, which can either make or break you. But who knows her story? Is there a documentary that's been done on Pink? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, who are your musical heroes? We didn't talk about that.
I don't know if I have musical heroes per se. Mm-hmm. I definitely,
your mom. I mean, we sort of did your mom, which I just wanted to. That's so beautiful that your mother is the actual heroine of the story here, with just sharing her heart, and there you were listening. That's so beautiful. I didn't get a chance to comment on that, but shout out to your mom. Maybe we should have her on a music train with you, and be pretty cool.
Maybe. Well, we'll have to teach her. She's she struggles with technology a little bit. But yeah, it's it's wild. She and I actually did a submission to Vibes together when I was down in Florida. So we did a cover that we learned in one day. I kind of just threw it on her. I was like, hey, do you want to play this song with me? And she was thinking about playing piano, but she's just getting back to playing again, and so she wasn't really super comfortable with that idea.
Yeah.
But she's a great singer. I mean, she and I actually did a duet song for my sister's wedding back in the day, and so it's we've done a few things together, and we're going to work on some things together in the future here for sure.
There's nothing more beautiful. Sorry to interrupt you. Gosh, that's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. Other than that, I mean, I wouldn't call this person a musical hero of mine, but I'd say was largely influential in my writing style when I first started, and that's Matt Embry from RX Bandits.
All right.
They're they're a band I listen to, God, on repeat, and Dave Matthews Band and Jack Johnson. I mean, I listened to all of them like a lot.
So good. I remember when Jack Johnson came out, a relationship of mine was ending. I used to be in a band called the Lovesick Lunatics. Don't ever name your band the Lovesick Lunatics. Like if you're like, got your girlfriend or boyfriend, you guys, whoever's listening, you start a band with your loved one, don't name it the Lovesick Lunatics, because you'll become that. But my point is that Jack Johnson's music was coming out, which was very empowering for my soon-to-be ex-boyfriend, because that music, he was like needed to escape something, specifically our relationship. Shout out to the Lovesick Lunatics. Hey, am I just dishing it out here? Like, is my heart on my sleeve? Whoa.
It's there.
So let's end the show with you doing, your thing. We've got 8 minutes left. I would love to have you just play us out, and then we'll do a quick goodbye. And not telling you who's our guest for next week because it's the season finale, guys. I'm going to surprise you. This week was a surprise as well, although now your face is plastered all over X. We created the flyer Fondew. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Metaverse Generation and all of you listening on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and of course, StreamYard. Thank you so much for the platform. Let's give it up for Fondew to close this show out. Here we go.
All right. Well, you mentioned me doing covers and kind of like reinventing hip hop covers. So
yay!
Figure I might as well do one of those. And this is one that I kind of started playing right away when I first found out about spaces and how to play live on them. Yeah, you'll probably recognize it. Let's go.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move down to the floor, and I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta, know what's your fantasy. I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome, 50-yard line while the dirty bird keeps it dirty. Like it in the club, we can do it in the DJ booth or in the back of the VIP. Whipped cream and cherry, strawberries on top, make it don't stop. Keep the door locked, while the floor rock, go, but some robots. Gotta wait till the show stops. Ooh, at the beach of black sand. Lick up your thighs, you call me the backhand. Tabletop, just give me the left hand. To the right, to the park, to the point, to the flatland. That man ain't ludicrous. Woo! In the public bathroom, in the back of the classroom. However you want it. Lover gon' tap that ass. You see I cast them and I pass them. I get a tight grip and I grasp them. And I flash them and now last them. And if it ain't good, then I trash them. When you stash them, I set them free and they tell me what's their fantasy. Like up on the roof. Tell your boyfriend don't be mad at me. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move down to the floor. And I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta, don't know what your fantasy. I wanna get you in the bathtub. Candles lit, give it up till they go out. We could do it on stage at the Ludacris concert, cause you know it got sold out. Red carpet ticket, just roll out. Go ahead and scream, you can't hold out. We could do it in the pouring rain, running the train when the other one is gold out. Ooh, rapping in that library on top of books, but you can't be too loud. Make your brother beg for it, give me TLC, cause you know I'd be too proud. We can do it in the White House, trying to make it to the lights out. Champagne with my campaign, let me do the damn thing. What's my name? What's my name? Oh, the sauna, jacuzzi, in the back row at the movies. You can shred my back and rule me. You can push me on, just pull me on. Hey, in the middle of the pond, rose petals in the sushi, eating fresh fruit, sweet blue woman right off of a fajito. Wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move down to the floor, and I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta, don't know what your fantasy. I wanna get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way that I like to club, false alert. Rip the pants, rip the shirt, say rough sex, make it hurt. In the garden, all in the dirt, rolling round, Georgia Brown, that's the way that I like it. Twerk, legs jerk, overworked. wonder, baby, don't be afraid. In the sun or up in the shade, on the top of my Escalade. Maybe you girl and my friend can trade. Take a team off the road, on the ocean, all in the boat. Factories are on hundreds, folks. Having the candy show, that chocolate makes it melt. Whips and chains, handcuffs, like a little booty with my belt. Scream, help, play my game. Crack it up and I get my fangs. Cross back and I get my ring. School teacher, let me get my grades. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna go down to the floor. And I wanna, you make it so good. I don't wanna leave, but I gotta. You don't know what you plan to see. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move down to the floor. And I wanna, you make it so good. I don't wanna leave, but I gotta. You don't know what you plan to see.
Wow. All right. I'm speechless. I have nothing. I don't have anything to say. That's it, you guys. Episode 11 with the one and only Fondew. He killed it. Man, that was so good. I'm like, my cheeks are super red. I have a huge grin on my face. You're a badass, dude. Thank you so much for being our guest today. You guys, shout out to everybody out there. Definitely share this amazing episode with Fondew. Find him on X at Colorado Fondew. Pick up his music. I hope you'll come back again one day soon. And next week, we've got the season finale. Stick it out with us. Check it out. And everybody take care. Don't forget to get on the music train because it's your God-given right. That's right. We're musicians. We're independent musicians. We don't give a shit about being non-independent. That was yesterday's news. We stand up for all musicians, all genres, all music, all peoples. We're a diverse crew. We're worldwide. Don't forget about the music train. Don't forget to subscribe and actually to really just live every moment like it's your last. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Fondew. Bye, everybody. Shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.